y'all good sex. Like always. I hope this video will find you and yours inside sound mind, body, and soul. Right. I hope you are in alignment with yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna get to the topic that I want to share with y'all. Topic is education. Topic is education. I want to get to the importance of education. But let me turn this down like I got this. Yeah, man. As I was saying, I hope this video find you and yours in sound mind, body, and soul. Right? They gotta be in sync with each other. And the topic of this video, what I wanted to share with y'all, some knowledge. Because when you stand up for what you stand for, you gotta make sure you standing on firm ground. You can't nothing cause you to break or crumble. Right? And when I say break or crumble, let me tell you something. I'm going to say July 26, 2006. Somewhere in that area. I think that was July 26, 2006. I can have a date off just by a day or two. Right. That's when my wrongful conviction started. Right. And people's run up on me. I'm right there in the alleyway. It's 12 in the morning. 12 a.m., not p.m. So when it's 12 a.m., that's 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm right in the hood, right between Mona and Gorman. So y'all know I want to peel. Anybody that's from the hood know where that's at. I'm right there between Gorman and Mona. Right? In the middle of the alleyway. You can walk right there. Through the part where I was at, you can get to the pink store through that. So anybody from my hood know where that's at. So anyway, whatever the case may be, I see these people running up on me. They ain't even running up on me. I'm thinking they finna just run past me because the little homie already put me on game that this motherfucker, this Pisop over here, talking about, 5 people with white t-shirts just did something to him. I got on a navy blue t-shirt, so I'm not really even tripping. Right? So I can stand right there doing what I do because I don't fit the description. But yet and still, these people run up on me, boom, put me against the wall, go in my pocket, pull my bread out, right? What you doing over here? Ask me all these different goofy ass type of questions that I wasn't willing to answer. Right? And next thing I know, they take me to the streets. Big ass lights get put in my eye, boom. And I see a motherfucker talking about that's him. Right? And what I'm telling you this story because now, when I get to the substation, 108 substation, 108 substation, get up in there, this goofy ass motherfucker Corey come to the tank and he called my name. And I go to the bar, boom. And he said, "Oh man, I know you. And I know for a fact that you didn't do this crime. You didn't do this crime. That wasn't you. Because I know what you do." I said, "You know what I do?" He said, yeah, I know what you do. Don't think that we don't get information. Don't think that y'all don't get information. Now I'm like, damn, wait 1 minute. What do you know? Now I'm wondering what you know, because this might take a whole different turn. This might be a turn of events, which already got me up in here, folks. So now I'm digging into him, and he think he digging into me. I'm manipulating this motherfucker. He think he manipulating me. This motherfucker tell me he know what I do. Yeah? Man, I ain't even from over there. So what do I do? Oh, we already know that you got big drugs and big guns over there. We know what type of time you on. We know what you do. Robert ain't your thing. Damn. Prior to that, he just told me, "Oh, y'all listen, that they got, don't think that they don't get information." What's information? Knowledge. Know the importance of knowledge. Now, when they get me, he say, so I tell him, so if you know I didn't commit this crime, won't y'all just cut me loose? He said, we can do that. However, we feel like you got some information that might be useful to us. I said, some information that might be useful to y'all. They said, yeah, we gotta question you. We gotta ask you questions about this crime in an interrogating room. So follow us. Go up in that motherfucker, Fairchild, and all these different type of motherfuckers. Anybody that's from my area, they know who the hell these people is. Right. So now I'm in the interrogating room. These motherfuckers ask me all type of questions about individuals that I'm not gonna name, that are my family. Did you know Whoopty Whoop, when you say he run the PJs? I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I say, man, I don't know him. I told y'all. I just work over there. I work for Jobs Plus, and I utilize the studio. Russell Simmons, right, and Pepsi just put a studio over there. So when y'all see me, that's what I'm doing. They said, man, cut the bullshit. So no, we think he been gone. We haven't really been seeing him. So what you say, Whoop-de-whoop run the PJs now? In short, they was trying to break me mentally. They was trying to see if they came with, we know you got a family, you want to go home to your family, you did not commit this crime, so we know you don't want to do the time for this crime, and all this old type of shit, right? Trying to run these scenarios down to me. So what they try to do is break me down mentally. And you know what I did to them? I said, yeah, I'm playing the same mental game with them, man. I'm playing chess. Even before I educated myself the way I educated myself to build myself up to the strength that I'm at right now. I was already on this shit. So now I'm playing in. Right? I said, yeah, I got some, matter of fact, I do got some information for you. I got some information for you. Man, oh, yeah, that did happen. That happened. Yeah, I got some information for you. Get your, man, you might want to get your pen. You're going to want to write this thing. They said, all right, I got it. Go ahead. Man, take me to my motherfucking holding tank, right? And I'll see y'all in court. I don't know shit about nothing. Nothing at all. I don't know shit about nothing y'all talking about, man. Take me back to my motherfucking holding tank. And I'm telling you this story because a lot of individuals that was in that same scenario that I just ran down to y'all, folded up like a lawn chair, right? And these motherfuckers sold out, got out, and right there in the community, and just because they got a couple of dollars, motherfuckers accepted them and taking up from them. They defended them and everything. But anyway, that's a whole different subject. I'm going to get on the subject of knowledge and how they try to break you mentally, right? Because right now, I see a whole lot of brothers and sisters, right? And I salute them. Salute. 21 gun salute and other salutes. Bulletproof at all times. Listen, I see a lot of brothers and sisters in the gym. Right, taking care of themselves physically. They busting down. And that's real good because exercise is the best cure for any type of disease. Exercise is the best cure for it, right? And knowing that, I salute those people that's up in the gym. But now, let me ask you this. Are you up in a library? Are you up in a bookstore? Are you investing in books like you invest in your body? Are you investing in your mind? Should I rephrase that? Are you investing in your mind like you're investing in your body? Right? Because your mental, you will lose mentally before you lose physically. Trust me, your body will give out before your mind give. Listen, your mind you gonna give up in the mind before your body give out. Your mind is in control of everything, man. Listen, you can work on your body all you want to, but if your mind tell you to quit, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna give up. You're gonna crack. You're gonna crumble. Right? You like a fucking stale potato chip or something. You outdated. Some spoiled milk. You stink. You're outdated. You clumpy. So you got to understand the importance of knowledge. And knowledge starts with you. You as a person. You as an individual. Right? Are you in tune with you? With the person you are? Arm, leg, arm, head? that might fly over some of y'all heads. Arm, leg, arm, head. What that spell? Allah. That's 360 degrees, right? That means complete. That's a whole nother subject, though. I'll get out of that on a later date. But yeah, are you in tune with you? Do you know who you are? Do you know your talents? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know what causes you to get upset and what makes you feel at peace? Do you know when you're feeling dehydrated or feeling a sickness coming on? Sinuses or something messing with you. Do you know you? Huh? Because all things start with you. How can you know anything else if you don't know you? When a person asks you who you are, how can you tell them who somebody else are? Who somebody else is if you don't even know who you are yourself? How can you do that? How can you say that person is this, that, and the other, and you can't even tell a person who you are as a person? How can you do that? I'm going to ask you that question. How can you do that? Before I start sharing these books with y'all, because that's what I came on here for. I want to share these books because when I come up in here dropping this knowledge, I want y'all to understand that I study things, different things, right? And I was going to read the books off, but I decided to just show the books good enough so y'all can see what they are. And y'all can do the research for yourself. Sometimes you got to do the research for yourself. Like I say, I created this channel to spark y'all mental. So me giving y'all the author and the name of the book and all this and that, it's like feeding you with a silver spoon. No, I need y'all to really want to dig. I'm going to lead the way. But I need y'all to really want to dig and find out what I'm sharing with y'all, right? And I want y'all to understand the importance of knowledge, right? And I want y'all to understand the importance of unity, right? And I want y'all to understand the importance of building black wealth, black business, black schools, black banks, black everything. And everything outside of that, we deal with that once we get us together. Us as a community. We got to get us together before we start branching out. We can't get together with nobody else. We ain't ready for that yet. We ain't even ready for us to get together as self. To be ready to get together as somebody else. We not going to no other races and getting together with shit. We going to get us together first. And then we can start doing all that. Because before we do it, if we don't get us together first, all it's going to do is be a clash because you got this person hurting on that person. And then you start dealing with these people. And then this person knows something about these people. Then these people end up getting robbed. Now they get back to these people like this person had something to do with it. And you already know where to take off from there. Come on, man. We got to get us together first. So know you. Start off with you. And then once you know you, connect with those other people that know themselves to get the community together, right? And y'all gotta involve everybody. Y'all cannot just form one little circle and think that's that. No, we gotta implement certain type of policies. We gotta be over there politicking. Everything based on politics. We gotta politics and we gotta weed all the weak shit out. Period, point blank. All the weak shit gotta be weeded out. All the weak shit. Ain't no snitches around here. Ain't no turncoats around here. None of, listen. If you're a foe, you gotta go. Period. If you're a foe, you gotta go. But yeah. Stand on what you stand for. Stand strong. 10 toes down. You hear me? Head up. Chest out. That's at all time. What? Anyway. Man, listen, anywhere you at, it don't matter. Against any opposition, it don't matter. Make sure you stand on what you stand for, right? And leave something that'll motivate somebody else, man. You should be living your life to its fullest potential. Time is of essence. You was planted here. And you're destined to live a certain amount of time. Right? It was written in the book of life. Your life was written in the book of life. Your days are numbered. On a certain day, you were born. It's like on a certain day, you're going to pass away. So make sure you leave a legacy, man. It's time for us to come together, unite, move as one unit, right? And make sure we educated. That way, we playing chess. We no longer playing checkers. We're not falling for the divide and conquer, the banana in the tailpipe, the smoke screen, the deception. No, we can't fall for that no more. We got to get together, come together, and love one another, right? Put them problems on the table. We got to build a committee. It's like the White House. We got a president, right? We got Congress members. We got Congress, Supreme Court. We got justices and everything right here in our own committee. And we're going to hold motherfuckers accountable for the bullshit they be on. If they be on some bullshit, you're going to be held accountable. And if a motherfucker know you on some bullshit and they don't hold you accountable and bring it to the motherfucking members of this shit, they going to be held accountable too. You hear me? Listen. The ancestors left a clear message. Handle your business. Because we handled it all. Some of us jumped off of motherfucking ships to get eaten by sharks because we refused to stay in slavery. And some of you motherfuckers, y'all cuff up peacefully. Y'all ain't resisting at all. Let them take you to the modern day slave plantation. Y'all hear me? I hope y'all hear me. Because I'm doing this for us as a people. I don't do this for no clicks or no shit like that. Y'all can see. I don't got a whole lot of viewers. Look. A lot of people don't even like to view my content. But they're spinning and try to come with content like it. Because they know I'm on to something. And what I'm really not really just on to something. I'm part of something. Part of something that understand a motherfucking assignment. The assignment is to fight to win. And after we win, we must continue to fight to protect that which we have won. You hear me? We must continue to fight for that which we have won. Listen, just because the enemy put his gun down, don't mean you should put yours down. Nah, you gotta pay attention, right? And then you gotta pay attention to these motherfuckers that be bootlicking, buck dancing. Yes, sir, master. Black bodies with white minds. You hear me? You gotta watch them people too, right? Because fake friends are like quotas. They'll fold for $1. So yeah, you gotta hold them type of motherfuckers accountable too. You can't let them get away with nothing. We gotta stay on them and be on their motherfucking neck. You hear me? We gotta be on their neck, right? We can't let nobody infiltrate our circle. All that leaking information, no. We gonna watch. You're gonna be at the close watch. Trust me. And in these meetings that we be having, these important meetings, like they be having that shit and passing different type of bills and all this type of shit under the citizens' knowledge, late night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We gotta be talking in Swahili or something. We gotta tap back into our languages so they won't understand what we saying. Because if they're talking in a language that you don't understand, you will sign on a dotted line. Don't even know what you signed for. So we got to be able to start doing that too. These motherfuckers can't understand everything we say. We talk about something important. We gotta speak in a language they don't even understand. They don't know this language. You don't know what the fuck was just said. No, you don't. The playing field is crazy. The playing field is crazy. But what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all these books. And like I said, I'm not gonna read the authors and nothing. I'm gonna show it to y'all good enough so y'all can research and look some of these books up and maybe grab you a book or go to the library and just read a book, rent one out. Right? Go to a local library, get you a library card if you don't want to go buy a book. Because books kind of expensive. And know one thing, they're trying to do away with knowledge. Oh, especially the Black history. Oh, you ain't know? So yeah. Invest in your mind like you invest in your body. Invest in your mind like you can go invest in some trees or some liquor or the gym or a new car or a new home or some new clothes. Invest in your mind like you would do that. Pop your hood and make sure that engine is okay. And after I show you these books, I'm gonna let this Wayupi speak to y'all. So y'all can see where I'm coming from. I'm gonna let this Wayupi speak to y'all after I show you these books. So y'all can understand where I'm coming from. And why I'm sharing this type of information. And my next video gonna be on unity, but it had to be on self-knowledge first, because you gotta get right with you before you can get right with anybody else. Everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. And with that being said, let me show y'all something. Listen, I'm gonna show the books off. Hopefully y'all can see them. I'm gonna show them to y'all as good, as clearly as possible. Look, this one don't even got no color. I mean, no cover. Right? They don't got no cover, but they said don't judge a book by its cover. It got some deep information in it, though. Hopefully y'all can get that. Check me out. These books I went to go buy. I got 4 more books in this child's play that I'm showing y'all. This is child's play that I'm showing y'all. These are good books. When I say it's child's play, I mean I got a whole library, like I told y'all. They gave me 13 years with 85%. Right? I did 11 years straight off of that sentence. That sentence was meant to break me, because they knew what I could be. But what I did was I turned that cell into a classroom, in a prison, and into a university. Right? And now that I cut myself, because it was a fight, you're dealing with all type of racism inside the system too. Against Mexicans, whites, they teaming up against you, right? The police, different type of, man, you're against all type of different type of situations, right? And set the record straight. The policies I'm talking about implementing on the streets came from prison. When I had to 4 yard in New Folsom, the rules and regulations, you gotta show your paperwork. Just the black politics. I don't know about nobody else politics. I'm not gonna speak on nobody else politics. I don't give a fuck about nobody else politics. But the black politics, you gotta show your paperwork, a 128G, after 48 hours. If you can't do that, you better find a way to get that shit from your counselor, because if not, you cannot come out that cell until you have that paperwork. And if you don't have that paperwork within at least 2 weeks, I think it was, now you become a suspect. you might get got off the yard. Motherfuckers gonna start calling out to the streets and try to find out what the fuck going on with you, right? They're gonna run your motherfucking license plate. They're gonna run your license plate, trust me. And that's what we gotta start doing once we start unifying. We gotta run motherfuckers' license plates, right? We can't have these motherfucking termites eating at our structure. We cannot have termites eating at our structure. You hear me? So yeah, this video here was an opening for the next video that I'm going to do. Because the next video I'm going to do is on unity. Is it too late for the black communities? Communities. You got to say it's plural, not singular. Because a community is like Imperial Court PJ. That's my community. That's where I'm from. Though I fuck with several different individuals. I love Compton. Man, I love my Compton niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love niggas in Hawthorne too. I was out there doing my thing in Hawthorne. I got some Hawthorne partners. I got some LA partners. I got some Inglewood partners. I got some Calabasas partners. Right? I got some Woodland Hill partners. Man, I got partners all up and down this motherfucker. Palm Springs, San Bernardino, Riverside, Fresno, Bakersfield. I can keep on going. But I'm just saying, all them communities got to get together in their community. We got all to come together as blacks. You hear me? Before we can tap into any other race and say, oh, okay, what we're going to do is unify with y'all. How we going to unify with them if we have not yet unified with ourselves? It only makes sense. It's not racist. It's not hatred. None of that. You got to unify with yourself. That's why I started off with unify with yourself. Your mind, body, and soul. You got to be unified within before you start looking outside of yourself to unify with others. And that's what must be done. That's how we got to do it. That's how we got to do it. And with that being said, I'm going to let this Wayupi take this home. Right? And hopefully, y'all see that I hit the nail on the head with this one. Once y'all finish listening to this Wayupi talk the way he talked when he talked. Right? And with that being said, peace, love, and blessing. Bless. Bulletproof love and respect to all who are watching. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, y'all can spin the video. Share a little bit of it. Right? Do a collab. Or invite me on something. Let's build together. Let's do it. It's all about educating our people and coming together with our people and uplifting our people and elevating our people and pushing our people forward.
This is a very racist society. I mean, it's pretty shocking. Remember what happened. The constitutional amendments during and after the Civil War were supposed to free African-American slaves. It did something for about 10 years. Then there was a North-South Compact, which essentially granted the former slave-owning states the right to do whatever they wanted. And what they did was criminalize black life in all kinds of ways. Now, that created kind of a slave force. It threw mostly black males, but also women, into jail, where they become a perfect labor force, much better than slaves. If you're a slave owner, you have to keep your capital alive. If the state does it for you, it's terrific. No strikes, no disobedience, perfect labor force. A lot of the American Industrial Revolution in the late 19th, early 20th century is based on that. Actually, it pretty much lasted until the Second World War, when there was a need for what's called free labor in the war industry. After that come about two decades in which African Americans had a kind of a shot entering the society. a black worker, get a job in an auto plant. The unions were still functioning, maybe buy a small house, send his kid to college or something. By the 1970s or 80s, it's going back to criminalization of black life. It's called the drug war, which is a racist war. Ronald Reagan was an extreme racist, didn't hide it. And the whole drug war, so-called, is designed from policing up to eventual release from prison to make it impossible for the...
There is nothing sadder to people struggling against oppression in Ireland to look towards Boston City and see our people. We know how they got here. We know the oppression they fled from Ireland in various generations to get to this city, being used to oppress the black people of this city. People tell me I don't understand the situation. They tell me blacks are lazy, they don't want to work, they want to lower the standard of education. In fact, they tell me all the things I was brought up to hear about myself, things Protestant people said about Catholic people in Belfast. And I think that's part of it too. I mean, if they really understood what was happening in Ireland, they would get themselves sorted out and stand on the right side here, because we identify very closely in our struggle for equality and our struggle against oppression. In fact, the whole inspiration of our civil rights movement 10 years ago came from the black movement of America. And it looks to us from where we stand at home that our people are being oppressed with the active assistance of our people. We find that very sad.